At the end of this week's Parsha, Moshe says something very interesting to the Jewish people. He says to them that you did not have the heart to understand, the eyes to see, and the ears to hear until today. What does Moshe mean by that? What were they not able to see or hear or understand until today? So Rashi tells us that this is referring to the fact that finally they recognized all the good that comes from Hashem. Because you see, all our goodness, every good thing that we have in our lives, always comes from Hashem. But now, the Jewish people had just spent 40 years in the desert. And by spending 40 years in the desert, where the bread literally rained from heaven, where they were given water from a rock, and where their clothes and their shoes miraculously grew with them and never worn out, it was exceedingly clear to them about what was true all along. Everything always comes from Hashem, but now they saw it in such a clear way. Now they saw the truth of every situation so clearly. That everything comes from Hashem, and that we have to have hakaras hatov. We have to have gratitude to Hashem for all that He does. Why is that so important in our lives? So Rashi concludes by saying that they were able to recognize the good, and then they were able to connect to Hashem. When we recognize how much good Hashem does in our lives, and that every bit of goodness that we have comes from Him, we're going to feel so close to Hashem. Imagine someone does you a favor. You have you feel indebted to them. You want to show gratitude to them for what they did. Imagine someone just didn't do you a small favor. They did do a huge favor, a life-changing favor. They got you a job. They found you a spouse. They found you a house. They found something which is amazing for you, a life-changing favor. You're going to feel so much more gratitude to them, and you're going to feel so close to them. And now imagine you have someone who takes care of you and is there for you every step of the way through your entire life. That's what Hashem is to us, and much more. When we recognize that everything comes from Hashem, we're going to feel so close to Hashem. We're going to have devekus ba Hashem, as Chazal tell us, as our sages tell us. And that is really one of the goals of our entire existence, to recognize Hashem's presence and to become close to Hashem. Especially in this month of Elul. The month of Elul, that is, our sages tell us, is an acronym for Ani L'Dodi V'Dodi Li. I am to my beloved, and my beloved is to me. Elul is a month where we're supposed to become closer to Hashem, and Hashem comes closer to us. And there's no better way to do that than to take a moment in our day and to stop and think about all the good things that we have in our life and to thank Hashem for them. And in that way, we will become closer to Hashem. Hashem will become closer to us. And in that way, we'll have a successful Elul and be fully prepared for Rosh Hashanah. Have a great Shabbos.